Are you ready?
Yes! Woo!
What's up, everybody? For WrestleTrivia and WrestleTrivia.com, I'm your host, Kevin J. Callis.
Yeah!
And it's time for another round of Wrestling Jeopardy, the sometimes difficult,
Excuse me?
but always entertaining and educational interactive game show where you're the contestant.
You know, I'm a polar plumber's son, Lord knows. I need the money, you understand?
And here are the rules of Wrestling Jeopardy, whether you're a seasoned vet or if it's your first time playing. And the most important rule is to have fun, which is why you never take points away if you answer a question incorrectly. The reason why? Well, because I'm such a nice guy.
You're welcome!
So without further ado, let's go to the board now and check out the categories that you'll be quizzed on in episode 76 of Wrestling Jeopardy. Our first category will be all about the Von Erichs, followed by crazy WCW contracts. One of our most popular categories is up next, before and after. Our fourth category is Name That Wrestler, and our fifth and final category, as voted on by you, the WrestleTrivia community. The three choices you had this week were banned moves, finishing moves, or stolen moves. Personally, I thought stolen moves was going to run away with this one, but what do I know? The fifth and final category of this episode will be about banned moves. And that's how it means it's time for the 200-point job around.
I might be a lousy wrestler, but I'm still in there. I'm not afraid of nobody.
Let's kick things off with the first clue about the Von Erichs for 200. While the Von Erichs wrestled a majority of their careers, for this Dallas, Texas-based promotion, the family was proudly inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009. Taking place live every week from the world-famous Sportatorium, what is world-class championship wrestling? Moving on to the first clue from crazy WCW contracts worth 200. Instead of strapping a pink and black rocket to this superstar's back, WCW squandered him and the $2.5 million a year they gave him. Through no fault of his own, Bret Hart's WCW contract ended up being a dud, much like his stint in WCW. Alright, before I give the first clue from before and after, I wanted to give you guys a quick example or a refresher about what this category is all about. So, for example, if I say the Texas Rattlesnake and Billy Gunn's son, you would combine those two folks together for a correct answer of Stone Cold Steve Austin Gunn. You got it? You good?
I'm fairly smart.
Okay, here we go. R-Truth's imaginary friend and the Mouth of the South. Hopefully this was a cupcake. The correct answer, who is Little Jimmy Hart? And we're moving on to the first clue from Name That Wrestler for 200 points. I was a one-time ECW World Television Champion. I became a conspiracy victim in WCW. I was the Millennium Man in WWE. My band appeared on a TNA pay-per-view in 2006. And I was the inaugural AEW World Champion. And you could also sprinkle in some appearances in Japan and Mexico for the one and only Chris Jericho. And let's finish up the job around with this clue from Banned Moves. Vince McMahon suffered a legitimate concussion in 2009 as a result of this dangerous move performed by Randy Orton. Injuring the boss was the last straw. However, the Viper still uses his punt kick, but very, very sporadically.
Easy answer.
All right, let's jump back across the board and kick off the 400-point round with this clue from the Von Erichs. As the sole surviving brother, this Von Erich has helped tell the tale of the triumphs as well as the tragedies of his legendary family. Who is the Golden Warrior, Kevin Von Erich? All right, it's time once again for me to go powder my nose and tag in a special celebrity guest host to read the next clue from the category Crazy WCW Contracts. I'm super psyched, friendos, to introduce one of the OG content creators. You can listen to him and Larson chop it up every day on Going in Raw, or watch him do his own thing at WrestleJuice. Ladies and gentlemen, Mother effin' Steve here.
This 2023 WWE Hall of Famer first gained prominence in WCW, winning a contest to become a Nitro Girl before transitioning into a managerial role as Miss Hancock, which paid a minuscule $15,000 a year.
She's got legs and she knows how to use them. The correct answer, who is Stacy Keibler? We're on to another clue from Before and After. This one is worth 400 points. Buddy Murphy's NXT tag partner and the glamour of AEW/NXT. Who is Wesley Blake Monroe? We're on to another clue, again from Name That Wrestler, worth 400 points. I wrestled a dark match for WCW in 1993. I became a human suplex machine in ECW. I defeated Kurt Angle in my WWE debut. I joined TNA in 2009 as Samoa Joe's advisor. Now, I'm a color commentator for AEW. Who is Taz? The 400-point round closes with this clue from Band Moves. Concussion protocols, along with the Chris Benoit tragedy, forced this top rope maneuver into an early retirement. What is a diving headbutt? All right, 10 questions down, 15 to go, plus the daily double, a bonus question, and Final Jeopardy. If you're having a good time so far, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button as well as subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps the channel grow and reach new people. Yeah. The 600-point round begins now with this clue from the Von Erichs. Most fans may know Kerry Von Erich as the Texas Tornado, but before that he was given this moniker, and his entrance theme at the time helped play a role in that nickname. What is the modern day warrior? It's bonus question time, and hopefully you're a music fan, because that'll definitely help you answer this correctly and double your score. The modern day warrior nickname comes from a lyric in the song Tom Sawyer by what Canadian rock band? Slap in the bass, man, slap in the bass. A modern day warrior, mean stride.
Today's Tom Sawyer.
Mean pride. The correct answer, who is Rush? And here comes another clue from Crazy WCW Contracts, worth 600 points. Making $650,000 a year, this MMA tough guy went from a potential opponent for Goldberg to a comedy wrestler who had a strange fascination with the wrestling boy band 3 Count. Who is Tank Abbott? And we're on to another clue from Before and After. AEW's Master of Puppets and the Carolina Caveman. Who is Harley Cameron Grimes? And we're on to another Name That Wrestler for 600. My first WWE feud was with the Dragon. I wrestled Sting at Halloween Havoc 92. I teamed up with Tommy Dreamer in ECW. I refereed a Monsters Ball match in 2006, and I helped manage Lance Archer in AEW. Who is Jake the Snake Roberts? And we finish up the 600-point round now with this clue from Band Moves, essentially a reverse pile driver. Shane Helms briefly used this move as the Hurricane's finisher before having to drop it. And Cody Rhodes actually broke this out in 2024 against Logan Paul. The correct answer, what is the Vertebreaker?
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
We begin the 800-point round now, and this is usually where people start to fall off as the difficulty here just kind of gets a little bit out of control. However, the first clue is from the Von Erichs, a former Knockouts Tag Team Champion and the youngest daughter of Kerry. This Von Erich became the first legacy member of the legendary family to debut in pro wrestling. A member of the Beautiful People alongside Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky. She was only around for like 10 months. The correct answer, who is Lacey Von Erich? And here comes another crazy WCW contract worth 800 points. This bumbling dude raked in close to $80K a year just for showing off his ass crack during Norman Smiley's hardcore matches. And he was also Chris Jericho's personal security, who is Ralphus. I hope you're enjoying this category as much as I enjoy writing these clues. It's before and after, and it's worth 800 points. Early 90s WCW Lumberjack and the Walking Weapon. Who is Big Josh Alexander? And here comes another clue from Name That Wrestler, worth 800 points. I sometimes competed under a mask in WCW. I became the new effing show in ECW. I won the WWE Light Heavyweight title. I was an X Division regular from 2002 to 2007, and now I work for AEW as a coach/producer. Who is one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time? Jerry Lynn. And let's finish up the 800-point round now with this clue from Band Moves. A little bit later than usual, but now the Daily Double is here once again to rear its ugly head. The category, once again, Band Moves. Place your wager now. All right, time's up. Here is this episode's Daily Double clue. Apparently too devastating to girls, Michelle McCool was barred from using this maneuver, which took inspiration from Christopher Daniels' Angel's Wings. A move that would make Jeffrey Osborne proud. What is on the wings of love? And if that wasn't enough, we've reached the most difficult round in Wrestling Jeopardy. This is the main event. 5 1,000-point questions that are guaranteed to put your wrestling knowledge to the test.
Tough luck, buddy.
And we begin with the final clue from the Von Erichs. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, also known as MJF, was cast to play the role of this fake Von Erich cousin in the 2023 biographical film The Iron Claw. Who is Lance Von Erich? We're on to the final clue from crazy WCW contracts. WCW made a tremendous miscalculation when pitting the No Limit Soldiers up against the West Texas Rednecks, especially considering that Brass paid this bodyguard for Master P $400,000 to wrestle 6 matches in just 2 months. I don't blame you if you have no idea who this dude is. The correct answer, who is Swole? 3 clues left before Final Jeopardy. Here's the last one from before and after. The Appalachian Amazon and the dumpster of WWE. Who is Jessamine Duke? The Dumpster Drosy. And we're on to the final clue from Name That Wrestler, worth 1,000 points. I was a member of the Heenan family. I wrestled Terry Funk at Slamboree 94. I competed for the ECW World title in 1995. I teamed up with FTR in a match in AEW in 2021, and I briefly appeared on TNA Impact in 2025. And the cool thing about this category is that each and every wrestler appeared in the big 5 wrestling promotions, that being WWE, WCW, ECW, TNA/Impact, and AEW. The correct answer, who is Tully Blanchard? Don't go anywhere, Final Jeopardy is coming up next, but let's close out the board with this final 1,000-point clue from Banned Moves. Deeming it too dangerous to do regularly, Kenta Kobashi, the innovator of this move, only did it 7 times in total. What is the Burning Hammer? All right, 26 clues are down and only one separates you from becoming the ultimate WrestleTrivia champion. Let's find out now what episode 76's Final Jeopardy category is. Come on down. All right, time is up. Here's the Final Jeopardy clue. Which member of the TNA roster was a contestant on The Price is Right in 2011? Was it A, Alex Shelley, B, Brian Kendrick, C, Chris Sabin, or D, D'Angelo De Niro? Good luck. Making it past contestants row, though he ultimately came up short in the big wheel segment. The correct answer is B, Brian Kendrick. Thanks again for playing another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. My name's Kevin J. Callis, and I'll see you next time.